Hi. You remember me last year? Happy New Year! I'm sure you all have heard that like today, April 1st, is supposedly the actual first day of the new year. It was like 1500s or something that they had changed it to be a 12-month calendar, but we're actually supposed to be a 13-month calendar, 28 days. I don't know why. Anyways, Happy New Year. I'm having to say Happy New Year because I haven't seen you in 4 freaking months. You'll have no idea what happened. I don't know if you saw my last video, but as I was talking about 2025 coming, I got all these plans. All of a sudden I was all, oh, I guess I'm going to take a break. You know, just kind of jumped into my head and I was like, I didn't know I was going to take a break. Yeah, I fucking took a break. Oh. Hello. Meet my new leg with a rod. I had surgery. They hammered a freaking steel rod into my leg. I did not get out of bed for 2 months. I didn't shower for 40 fucking days. I can't even believe what I've been through. So, but it's been good. I lost 20 pounds. Yeah, lay in bed and don't eat anything. You lose a lot of weight. So here I am. Happy freaking New Year's. April 1st, the real day. So I think that's what's going to be real for me now, because actually New Year's Eve has always been my favorite holiday. It's been the one thing that I always felt was really the only holiday. It was a celebration of Earth. And it's always been my favorite. And so for me this actually happened on January 1st. So I had gone out with some girlfriends for New Year's Eve. And then, we had a nice time. And then it was like, okay, I'll see you later. And then on my way home, I passed by the local old school bar and it was packed. And so I was like, I don't usually go in there. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's New Year's Eve. I'm going to run in there. 1 hour later, I step out of my freaking truck into a black fucking hole and break, I'll try to show you a picture. I don't know. My 2 bones in my leg just shattered. And I don't know if you know, but bones are actually hollow. So that's what they do. They hammer a rod into the hollow of your leg so that there's support so that your body can actually heal. It's pretty incredible. I'm not a big Western medicine person, obviously, because there's no such thing as Western medicine and there's just Western medical mafia. But I do have to give props to the surgeons. And that's what I always say. Western medicine doesn't know crap. Not even Western medicine. The medical mafia doesn't know crap about health, but they do know about surgeries. They know about plastic surgery and they know about emergency surgeries. And so it was awesome. And I thank my surgeon. It was so fucking painful. I cannot believe the amount of pain. And as soon as I had my surgery, it felt better the next day when I woke up. So that's where I've been. And I've also been obviously doing a lot of internal stuff. When you sit, it was kind of nice, even though I was in the most pain I've ever been in. Pretty much sure that was more pain than I've ever been in. I actually kind of liked being at home. Luckily, I got to work from home because people say, if you break a bone and you can't work, might as well kill yourself because you're fucked. You can't pay your bills. You're going to lose your fucking house. You can't fucking move. It's hell. So God dang bless everybody. The struggles that we have, and it's all being fixed right now. So I like what's going on in the world. I'm not watching all the drama because there's just too much of it. But like my last video said, I already knew, this is, going to be a fallout. This is major. Elon jumping in, everything that they're going through. I don't need to watch it all. I've been watching enough. I've told y'all enough, let's just let it ride. Obviously, I'm taking responsibility. I'm using my voice, but I'm not doing the left libtard thing, running around angry, attacking people. I'm like, okay, this is good. This is going to take humanity hundreds of years. We're going to be evolving for hundreds and thousands of years, just like we have, back in the days of Moses. They were all slaves. They didn't even know how to read. Moses is one of my favorite movies. Yeah, I always watch it with Charlton Heston. So, I mean, when you really sit back and understand the evolution of humanity and what's been going on this planet for hundreds and thousands of years, believe it or not, 200,000 years ago is when I think they, actually admit humans were on the earth, but we haven't kept track of them for only 5,000 years. So 97% of our history is gone. So I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But anyways, we're evolving. We're going into the age of Aquarius. Shit's happening. I love it. Do we have problems? Not really. I don't think we do. Other than the weirdos. I mean, bring back the insane asylum. Make insane asylums great again. That's where we're at. But I also have a lot of empathy for people, even though they're evil as fuck and dangerous as fuck. Like, yeah, we're going through a lot. So, wanted to say hi. Happy New Year. Kind of give you an update of my break. Unexpected, but yeah, I've been through a lot personally with it as well. Things I haven't really talked to you about, like with my own personal family and just some really hard stuff that I've gone through in the last couple of years. And I'm not totally out of it, but I'm getting out of it. This break was gnarly. And so I'm just barely starting to walk around. Just got back to work. I have an office. So I just got back to work last week, actually. This is my second week back at work. So yeah, that's where it's at. I've been actually working on my second book. So really excited to get that out. I have a list of different consistent videos I want to do a bunch of topics. I'm still doing obviously with some shadow banning. I saw that, what's his name? InfoWars, Alex Jones, I think. InfoWars dudes is back on YouTube. So that is a good sign. Like, can we actually communicate? Facebook is still, editing or censoring us like crazy, even though they say they're not. We're all so censored over there still. At TikTok, I won't even go on anymore. They steal my content. Plus, yeah, no TikTok. So anyways, hi. Hope you're all doing well. What else? That's it. Gonna get this book out. Gonna start, just keep doing, hopefully, my consistent videos. One day actually be successful. Right now, I just thank anyone for watching. I thank you all for following. And let me know if you have any questions, any comments about what's going on in the world. It's kind of not a lot has changed since the last video I made in terms of just what's happening. Elon's there, Trump's there. It's just not a shit show, but there's so much happening and it's good. So, we'll see you again soon.